Stop using Metro 2 and do this instead. Now, most of you have heard of Metro 2. Metro 2 has gone viral, but what is this Metro 2 that all these credit repair gurus are talking about? What is this compliance system that all these gurus are talking about that you're using and you have no clue what you're doing? Factual disputes? Factual disputes are dead. So if your strategy for deleting negative items in 2025 still centers around Metro 2, guys, you're really, really, really at a disadvantage. If your strategy is around using factual disputes, you are really at a big disadvantage, right? So you're losing already. So most people don't know that Metro 2 was created by TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and Innovis, right? The four biggest consumer reporting agencies created their own compliance. Ain't that crazy? So they created this system called Metro 2 to govern how their eOscar system, which is the quote unquote AI that they use to read your dispute. So if you've been wondering why your disputes aren't being answered, why you're getting generic responses, why you've been ignored, is because your disputes are not being handled by humans. And let me give you some perspective. There's over 200 million people in America with a credit profile. Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax together, their employee list is less than 50,000, meaning their dispute departments alone does not make up 30,000 or even 25,000 people. Their dispute departments alone, all three major CRAs combined. So you're talking about 200 million credit profiles. Remember now, each credit reporting agency maintains a profile on a person. Three CRAs, which means there's three profiles, four profiles. Well, there's more profiles, but we're just using the big three for right now. I'm not talking Innovis, LexisNexis. We're just talking about the big three right now, right? So each CRA, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, they're maintaining over 200 million files. I'm going to let that sink in. On a monthly basis, they get between 700 to a million disputes per month. Follow me. With a dispute department less than 10,000, how are they going to handle 700 to a million disputes per month? It's not feasible. The resources are not there for it to happen. So what did they do? They created artificial intelligence, right? Their version of AI that gives generic responses, reads, interpret data, summarizes it into numbers, and send it for verification, validation, and or whatever other thing it may be looking for the investigation process. Now, because this system had so many flaws, right, the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, mandated that this automated system be regulated. And through this regulation now came the Metro 2. The Metro 2 now is the compliance guidelines that this eOscar software or AI that you, whatever you guys want to call it, it has to abide by these rules. But no one really knows these rules, right? They don't know the rules, they don't know the laws. And if you try to read Metro 2, it makes absolutely no sense. So, what most people do is they just market, they're great marketers. They'll market Metro 2 as the greatest thing since Jesus has been alive. But when you really, really look at it, guys, for artificial intelligence is supposed to give you new things customized to your specific needs. So, how is it artificial intelligence if everyone that has the same issue gets the same generic quote unquote template? Makes no sense. It's not artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence is a system where a customized template, a customized dispute has been generated based on the specifications of what's going on with your profile, i.e., you have late payment. Well, Daraine, you have late payment templates, yes, but the late payment templates are customized based on what the consumer needs. Well, Daraine, you have an AI. Absolutely. The AI now further customizes that using different strategies that makes that unique template unique to you. So if let's say that 100 people came into my Forbidden AI Mastery course, right? You're all getting your own tailored version of what happened to you because your story is different. The profile is different. The account and what happened is different. The laws are the same. The law forces compliance. Well, I've been doing a lot of research, guys. I've been doing a lot of research, and I have not found in any of my case law reviews, in any of, and I've read hundreds of case laws, and I have not found a single case, not one, I have not found a single case where a consumer successfully used Metro 2 to sue TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, Innovis, or LexisNexis for failure to abide by the Metro 2 standard. I'm yet to see it. Because when you really peel it back, when you really peel it back, there's a third-party software that claims that it's operating on Metro 2 guidelines, but how can we verify that it's actually using Metro 2 and not a spin-off version? You see how that could put a lot of holes? What authenticates that the information contained in this Metro 2 is accurate and is CDIA approval or authenticated? There's no way to prove it. You're going to open the software up and look at all the information in it. You're going to look at all the coding inside the software. How was Metro 2 integrated in the software? So there's too many loopholes. There's too many ways your case could get shut down. So I don't foresee using any software Metro 2 compliant. I don't see where that software has a strong enough case where any consumer can use that to say, hey, I use this software. TransUnion was wrong. They were not in compliance with Metro 2 standard. Well, what Metro 2 standards were they not in compliant with? Which one? And how were they not in compliance? So which one weren't they in compliant with, and how were they not in compliant? Y'all following what I'm saying? These are the things that you need to ask yourself. But something as simple as consumer law, right, and AI, we're saying in forbidden AI, this is what we're saying. Okay, TransUnion, you're reporting a late payment. You're reporting this payment as late. Cool. I'm not saying that the customer never had a late payment, but you're reporting this payment as late. Were you in compliance with the law that speaks of timing of payments? And did the furnisher submit to you all the required documentation to prove that what they're furnishing to you is accurate? 15 U.S.C. 1681, they must report accurate information. 15 U.S.C. 1681 EB. A consumer reporting agency must have reasonable procedures in place to ensure that the consumer report that it's furnishing maintains maximum possible accuracy. So now the question becomes, what procedures, TransUnion, what procedures do you have in place to ensure that Capital One that says that Daraine had a late payment? What procedures do you have in place to verify this information? And did Capital One supply you with all the requirements under Section 1680, 15 U.S.C. 1666b, 15 U.S.C. 1637b, and all the S27 requirements? Y'all see the difference? So now, if I'm going to take legal action against TransUnion, I have proof that one, I disputed the inaccurate information. Two, I asked for the compliance and the reasonable procedure in place to verify that the information being furnished was accurate. right? Which they should have all the requirements under 1666B to provide me, plus the S27 negative information notice. Now, I have all I need to go and do a successful lawsuit. Why? Because 15 U.S.C. 1681 EB says they must have reasonable procedures in place to ensure maximum possible accuracy. And this is why you should stop using Metro 2, because there's no substance. You have no substance. Consumer law gives you substance. It tells you plain as day. You see the law, you know the requirements, these are the compliances. You have to abide by them. And if you don't, you, the consumer, have the right to go and take an action, right? So when I say, guys, stop using Metro tools, you don't understand what you're doing. Most of you are just parroting what you hear. Most of you are just parroting what other people do, but you have no idea how it works and the reason why your disputes ain't disputed. Your disputes are not hidden because you don't know what you don't know. And you think you know a software is going to solve your problem. It's not. The Forbidden AI Mastery Program puts AI, artificial intelligence, with consumer law, with HIO, human intelligence oversight, and package everything up together with case laws that gives you complete strategy of how to destroy any furnisher, any debt collector, and any consumer reporting agency. If you are curious about Forbidden AI, this is not for you. I don't want no curious people in my program. I want serious people that knows that, hey, I'm going to learn this stuff. I'm going to master this stuff. I'm going to run my own credit repair business or not. I'm going to fix my own credit. I would hope so. Or I'm going to be the one in my family that helps set my family on a journey of good credit, getting into that 750 club, breaking into that 800 club, and go be successful with your life and everything that you want to do. So, do you really want to use Metro 2 or factual disputes anymore? I didn't think so. Click the link below. All right. Join my Forbidden AI Mastery Program. I will coach you in the right direction. I got you.